here at The Real, we like to turn up to celebrate the arrival of the freaking weekend. But we don't just celebrate regular old Friday. No, no, no. We celebrate Friday! And speaking of celebrating, it's the last day of The Real, shouting out our fans in Philly. How cool is that? Philadelphia week. And today's Friday cocktail is something Philly's own Rocky would be proud of. It's a pink pear smash that packs quite the punch. How does it taste, ladies?
So good.
Jeannie? All right. Well, it's super easy to make. To get started, you're just gonna coat the rim of your glass using lime slices, and then you're gonna dip it into salt like I've done here. Next, you're gonna muddle some jalapenos. Nice. Okay, so it's nice and spicy. And then you're gonna do this with some lime juice in a shaker, like so. Then you're gonna add some mezcal, ice, and prickly pear syrup to your shaker. So there's the syrup. Here is the ice, like so. Then you're gonna pour it all into your glass and top it off with some ginger beer, okay? I love ginger beer. This is gonna give it like that nice kick. And then finally, you're just gonna, garnish it. You're gonna garnish your drink with a slice of jalapeno, and voila, that's it. So I'm just gonna shake it just a little bit. We're gonna pour it in there like so, and that's it. Did I put the alcohol in there? No, of course, we gotta put the mezcal. I'm just gonna pour it all in there. This is the first time I can drink after having pneumonia. So, here we go. Before we get into Girl Chat, we just wanted to remind everyone that voting is officially open for the NAACP Image Awards. Woo! The Real is nominated for our Outstanding Talk Series. So please, to cast your vote, head to vote.naacpimageawards.net. Fingers crossed, ladies.
Yes. Vote for us, guys.
I know.
We love you. Thank you for helping us get nominated, everybody.
Yeah. I mean, last time they came through. We won last year, so we're hoping for you guys.
Yes, fingers crossed.
Thank you, everyone.
Now, who's ready for some girl chat?
Yes. Ready?
It was recently announced that lingerie company Victoria's Secrets will be closing 53 of its stores, citing a decline in performance. Now, according to Business Insider, critics of the brand blame the company's failure to embrace plus-size and transgender women in their stores and runway shows, while other competitors like Target offered a similar selection for all sizes and shapes. Now, many people on Twitter started to feel petty upon hearing the news and wanted to issue a "I told you so," like half user @Jewish, who tweeted, "Should have let the fat girls wear panties." Life comes at you fast. So, ladies, do you think Victoria's Secrets is finally out? 53 stores is a lot of stores.
That is a lot of SKUs.
And what happened was he actually, when they asked him, they said, "Are you going to put the plus-size women in the fashion show? Are you going to put transgender women?" The CEO was like, "Well, it's a fantasy, so no."
Well, Ashley Graham has been trying to help them out for some time. She's asked to be, in their fashion shows, and yeah, she's amazing. They said no, and now she's in, a lot of fashion shows. I feel like if there's a need and people are vocalizing it, the companies really need to take note of that.
Absolutely, yeah.
We need to listen.
This is yet another example of brands needing to see that it's not just models buying your things. Your consumers are real women with real life sizes. It makes sense. And a lot of brands, I notice, sometimes when they don't want to carry or expand past, the average woman's size, which is a 12 even. Some sizes don't even go up that large.
Say that again. The average size is 10 to 12.
10 to 12, yes. Yeah. And some brands, beautiful. Some brands don't want to carry beyond that size because they want their image to be aspirational, not relational. They want to look like you want to sit with us. You wish you could be us. So they have this illusion of what they think women should look like when real women out here living our lives, living our best lives, and not buying their things.
Right.
Yeah. So this goes back to you guys. This is good news. This tells you all out there that you have the power in your pocket. You have the power to support brands that are inclusive. Spend your money with the brands that actually represent who you want to be.
Well, I mean, and this is even, I think women that are under size 10 felt something. When you say something like that, where you're not including all women, I mean, women just said, you know what, it's time to stop all of that, you know?
Yeah.
I think that's what you're seeing.
And the great thing is that there's other people that are willing to be inclusive, like Rihanna with Fenty Savage.
I freaking love Fenty.
Oh my God, her lingerie line.
Yes.
I'm obsessed with the lingerie line. Check it out right there. And just this past week in Paris Fashion Week, Zendaya, who did a clothing line with Tommy Hilfiger.
She killed it.
Look, this is a plus-size woman walking.
Killed it.
Killing it. And again, it's fashionable, it's fly, but it is relatable.
Yes.
And it really does show that makes a huge impact.
Did y'all hear that rumor?
What?
The rumor about Future. He didn't want no BBWs coming in the club. You know, yeah, it was a rumor. One of the plus-size models put it up, said she was in Miami. She asked to go to the club that Future was at. She reportedly got stopped by the bouncer, and the bouncer said, Future don't want no big women in the club.
What?
And when I said Twitter lit up, Twitter lit up. And it wasn't just the big women that lit it up, that Future actually came on. He put out a tweet. He said, that's not true. He actually put out a video that said that's not true. Because one thing about me, I go to the club and I go to the concession stand. But what's wrong with that, okay? You know what I mean?
But more importantly,
I enjoy my life. I eat, I drink. You know what I mean? But don't discriminate against big women.
But it shows that if you try to play big women, they're going to come for you.
Yes.
And they're going to have allies and people that are going to defend them every day, all day. They saw that they can't get away with that kind of behavior because somebody's going to put you on blast, and then you got to put out apologies.
And Future did say that he
loves
loves all women. So, thank you, Future. I see you at the next concert with my smoothie.
Yeah, all right. So speaking of things coming to an end, Vice's Munchies recently reported on one Maryland dad who's really into recycling. Scott Nash, in an effort to teach his family about consumerism, decided to only eat expired food for an entire year. He ate expired beef, expired dairy products, and even year-old tortilla chips.
Well,
Nash believes that people waste way too much food because they get scared to eat or drink it after the sell-by or best if used by dates. Nash feels that these dates can be confusing and inconsistent, and to prove his point, he even ate a yogurt that was 9 months past expiration, and it ended up totally fine.
It hadn't have been organic.
Yeah, there's some chemicals in there.
Yeah,
well,
that was chemically
So, ladies, would the
infused.
thought of drinking expired milk make you have a cow?
That is beyond disgusting.
I can't do that.
But I know, y'all don't do the smell test. Even if it says that it is okay, I don't even trust that. I still smell it.
Me too.
Just to make sure. But for me, I agree with Tam in the sense of even if your food is lasting beyond its expiration date, that actually tells me that it probably has so many chemicals in it that are keeping it fresh that you probably don't even want to put in your body anyway.
Well, one thing is, don't do this if you definitely have some type of bacterial thing going on inside your body. That's why you should look at the expiration dates. But the point that he was trying to make was how much food we actually waste and that we don't need. Now, of course, I have food for my earthquake kit. Because, you know, we live in California, it might be an earthquake. So I got a few canned goods and stuff like that. Be prepared. Get your earthquake kit.
Oh, yeah.
Water and stuff
That is true. Non-perishable food.
But I just think also that this is a lesson to families. Let's be more mindful about how much we're buying. When we hit up Costco, know if half of that is going to be thrown out. Let's not waste our own money. So we do waste a lot of food.
And my husband, they work in the grocery store, you know, business, and there are some foods that will still be good after the expiration date. And those are usually like rice, pasta, maybe some crackers, but meat, eggs, and dairy,
Don't
I'm
take
not
a chance
messing
on
with
that. You could catch something. Don't do chicken, salmonella poisoning.
Don't do that. You know how you can test an egg?
How?
See, if an egg, you put it in water, if an egg goes to the bottom, that means it's good. If it floats up to the top, it's spoiled.
Really?
Yeah. You learn something.
Another cool thing, I know we've said it before when we did something here on the show about how to properly grocery shop. Sell-by means it'll have optimal freshness. And what's the other one? Expiration date. Expiration date means that you should use it by that date. So there is a difference. Pay attention, folks.
Okay.
From bad food to bad boys. According to a recent Madame Noir article, if you're a woman who loves a bad boy, then you probably love drama too. According to the author, Kiera Kelly, if the thought of someone being too nice or too considerate completely turns you off, you need to ask yourself why. She says it may be because you've developed an attachment to being treated poorly and that the guy you're rejecting as too nice might actually be the perfect guy for you. So ladies, would a guy being too nice be a huge turnoff to you?
No,
Really?
you know what?
No.
I don't think so, but I
No.
think there's a big difference between
I'm
being
worried
too
about
nice and being too nice and too passive. You know what I mean? A man that is passive, he lets people walk over you. He doesn't stand up for what he believes in. That's different. But being super kind, we need more kind, selfless, good people.
That's right.
I agree.
You know, I worry about him being too broke. That's all. Like, don't be too broke. I don't like that type of guy. But too nice, you know, I don't know. We get into this, we got to have a bad boy. You know, we got to have that bad. He got to treat us bad.
Bad idea.
That sex is good. Let me tell you something. Some nice men have some nice sex, too, okay?
They have some nice
My only thing is, I want you to be nice, right? However, I want you to know how to stand up for yourself.
Yes.
And I want you to argue with me. Like, I can't be with too nice of a guy, and we have an argument, and then they always, you know, are passive, and they let you have
but is that
your way.
nice or
That's
is
not
that
cute.
fake? Like, I'm not saying I want a real guy, but I want a real nice guy. And when I say nice, I think there's a difference between being someone that, again, is phony and just, yeah, oh my gosh. No, we're not. Nice is being considerate. Like, I consider the fact, it's also not being clingy. Because let me tell you, if you're nice enough to be considerate of the fact that I need some space.
Yes, that's a good one.
Yeah.
So I think we don't know what nice actually means. Nice is being kind. It's
generous.
being thoughtful. It's being generous.
Selfless.
Yeah, but it's also being able to have a conversation and disagree in a kind, respectful way.
And he not calling you a bitch, all right?
How about that?
want that.
But I'm not
That's
being
not
funny.
okay.
I have a lot of girlfriends that don't want nice.
Do you think, I know for me, I went through the stage of wanting a bad boy, and it was because I was codependent. I liked the fact that we were different and that they needed me, and I wanted to help them out. That gave me some identity in the relationship. So girls, make sure that you are independent and not codependent, because when you're independent, you're not going to settle for the bad guy.
You're never going to settle for that.